Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another high-level Marvel Rivals ranked cast. We are heading into Season 3. We are, of course, at the end of MRC, and Marvel Rivals have wiped all the replay codes, meaning that no replays from Season 2 or before work anymore, which is unfortunate because I had some other MRC games I wanted to cast, but we are unable to. I will be attempting to get into the China playoff games, or at least the grand finals of that from their Ignite games, because they are, I believe, played on this patch, so I'll be at least keeping an eye on that. But with Season 3 around the board, we are back into the high-level ranked cast, which is better for my voice because they're single games, so that is quite nice. Quick reminder that if you want early access to videos, if you want your name shouted out in these videos or put at the credits of the news, or behind the scenes videos for if I go to any of the offline events, then you can become a member by hitting that join button and get your name shouted out like these lovely people. Odium, Arso, Doki Pokey, and John. Thank you all very much for your support of the channel, which allows me to keep making videos for everyone here. Looking at the bands, Wolverine with the new team up with Phoenix has been taken out immediately. The Thing, also a little bit of anti-flyer potential, has been removed, despite the fact that currently no one is hovering onto a flyer. If we look on the other side, we have Psylocke, a hit scan character. Very strong, very powerful, and the Human Torch getting taken away. This gives a lot of extra damage potential. Would have been great with Spider-Man as a new Torch team-up. Could go for a little bit of blow-up, which I assume people don't want to deal with when they're trying out the new character Phoenix. Speaking of which, you'll probably recognize some of these names. Let's introduce our team as we make our way down the list. On the blue side of Celestial Husk, it is going to be Realm UK playing on the Black Panther. Crazy Raccoons JT3 will be on the Emma Frost. Genji's KAIDIA is on the Lunar Snow. KRIGG will be on the Mantis. Pearsh is playing Adam Warlock. And FeziX will be bringing out the Phoenix. And on the right-hand side, in the red trunks, it will be Vaterka playing on the Loki. LeMio will be on that Cloak and Dagger. Leyolaz, former player for Blood Cariudo, I believe currently looking for team, but I don't know for sure, so take that with a grain of salt. I believe they are still, but I don't know if they've obviously found anything since they posted the LFT post. They are on the Phoenix. TeamCaptain, another incredibly high rank and incredibly powerful and proficient EMEA player. Not able to, currently not in Ignite, but working their way towards it. I do believe they are on the Magneto. XDDDXDXDXDDD playing on the Emma Frost, which is call them XD. And we have YORX playing on the Hela. This is a domination map. We're starting off on Celestial Husk. This is a brand new map set up here right now. Everyone just looking to take the early control. We won't be going into too much detail on the map other than just enjoying it because we've not got to see a lot of play yet, so we've not been able to learn a lot about it. Big pickup onto kriggg. Leo already joining with the team as they're going to start to zone everyone back here on this Phoenix. Phoenix, of course, the new character, Cosmic Flames, a hit, scan, or attack, which sets up sparks. You charge up 3 sparks, which are those markers above your enemies. Then they explode. Hit them is a spark. Headshot them, it is 2 sparks, which means that blow-up can get huge damage. And explosions also apply marks. They do have a little bit of a delay, so you can't just infinite explode forever if there's a large group of enemies, but it's enough for a very quick chain blow-up burst here. For now, just going to be backing away, just keeping on the pressure. You can see those little spark blow-ups for a little bit of extra damage entering into that telepathic, that dark ascent. And here comes the end song, Inferno, looking for the setup. Who are they going to go for? The big group of enemies. It's not a huge amount of damage, 140 plus 50 for the explosion from the shockwave, but it does apply more sparks, which can be used for quick blow-ups for a turnaround potential of their own, as FeziX has their own end song, Inferno, so maybe looking for a wraparound to try and get the counter pressure. For now, though, there's no need, as we already have a pretty solid lead achieved here by the side of red team, but blue team did get the flip. YORX running in with this Hela has the opportunity to revive Vaterka. Not going to go with that Venom team-up that we have not seen be implemented as of yet. Not many teams playing the Venom. with Magneto barely not getting touched at all in the most recent patch, and EMEA getting touched very mildly. This duo is still one of the dominant duos, at least at this stage. We'll see if that changes as time goes on as it comes to silent seduction. But quick rotations coming out from blue team as they're going to be able to go forward to disengage. JT3 on the counter. Meteor M though, point blank to take them down with the help of YORX. They go for the setup. LeMio is going to be popped on here. Fezzy could try go for the Endsong Inferno to try and blow him up here. So remember, this does wipe out shields, bonus health, and also summons does the Endsong Inferno. Could have been used for an attempt at a counter for a blow-up there. The exact text here, soar into the sky with Phoenix, crash down a selected area, dealing devastating damage to enemies while creating a shockwave that destroys enemy summons, shields, and any bonus health. This could be extremely useful for dealing with a lot of these very defensive setups, as Fezzy did go for the ultimate, took down YORX. And the blow-ups continue. If you can land those headshots, that burst damage and that Dark Ascent makes you so mobile. Yet another mobile character. And when you get these sparks onto people, you actually get extra bonus healing for yourself. A little bit of healing over time, which means not only is this character incredible in damage, incredible with the mobility, including that telepathic illusion to get out of danger when they're being targeted, but they have self-sustain with a little bit of self-healing as Red Team keeps control and will take that first point with the Celestial Hand as we head over to the Codex. Lovely first setup here. Oh yeah, and I should mention the Phoenix also has crowd control. They have telekinesis burst. A little bit of ground crowd control, which stuns enemies hit with the initial blast, and then slows enemies hit with the secondary explosion points. Looking at the eliminations so far, we have 7 final hits for YORX and Leo. Blue team struggling to keep up so far. FezzyX currently only with 1 final hit. They are currently 1 and 3. And obviously running the solo Vanguard composition, something we have seen a little bit more often from the Asia teams, whereas EMEA, for example, have been leading a little bit more often onto, if they are solo Vanguarding, to bring out the Wolverine, which in this case was banned out. So they're going to be sticking with a more standard 2-2-2. This Mantis, though, newly buffed in terms of healing output, and you can see it working 6,000 more than Pearsh and KAIDIA. Doing some really solid healing output here. That 20% healing on the initial application of that healing flower can get you some really solid output. Endsong Inferno deep into the back line. It's a good chunk of damage, but not enough for a finishing blow. And sniped by Pearsh on the flank as you do return to your initial location. KAIDIA with the fade of both worlds, keeping the team top. Pearsh has the cocoon, so can just rejoin the fight to keep their team up and keep the sustain going. You can see they're going quite high up above to see if it is worth it. Get a little bit of scouting. No one able to claim the location as of yet. Pearsh will return as YORX is taken down by Realm. Realm playing hyper aggressive here. A little bit of damage going to be coming in. But there's just too many people here. Vaterka with those low-key firing squads keeping the pressure on his TeamCaptain. Where? What? TeamCaptain? Hello? Are you okay? What has happened to them? They are stuck on the ceiling. Okay, neat, good to know. Sonic Seduction going to be coming in. Keep an eye on that, people. You can get trapped there a little bit. Sonic Seduction from both sides going to be coming out, trying to pull people in. KAIDIA is going to be the one locked down. JD3 looking for the turnaround as they go into the diamond form. Carbon Crush at the ready, but all they're in range of is the enemy EMEA, meaning there's no point going in for it. That's finally timing it perfectly with the end of their own diamond form to try and push on in. Meteor M point blank, and once again, TeamCaptain is piling on the pressure, getting the pickups as they chase down onto Fezzy to get the pickup, to force them back to spawn. KAIDIA also zoned down. Beautiful mag cannon and a freeze for the lockdown to give KAIDIA a chance to escape. KAIDIA, normally one of the top DPSs here, is forced onto the strategist for this match. Realm looking for a blow-up, but is caught immediately by Leo. Just waiting for them to show themselves. Telekinetic jump to get out of danger. Bastard said the duel is won by Realm, who's Black Panther still able to blow up most damage dealers. That's a very grouped up chunk of people. Resets galore. Regeneration domain for the turnaround as YORX takes to the sky here. Trying to get their way through this fate of both worlds, but are going to get forced out of the sky. Damage happened a little bit too much as YORX is in serious danger here. Trying to pull back as Vaterka with their own clone of the fate of both worlds is keeping the team topped up. And in this fight, as Realm is flanking around for the turnaround, Ensong Inferno will get rid of a lot of that bonus health, which might allow them to go for a cannon blow, but no, to get caught in the terrain. They're not able to get the blow up as JT3 is brought up with the Karmic Revival from Pearsh to allow this fight to continue with silent seduction from XD to zone through, catches Realm, and it's still gonna be a red team hold right now. Blue team in serious trouble trying to turn this round. JT3 is pulling everyone in, but there's no bodies left. KAIDIA is locked down. Fezzy can't reach. And that's going to be the Codex going over to the red team, who take the map in a 2-0. Lovely use of the telepathic illusions to get out of danger from Leo, but Realm piling on just too much pressure for these 1v1 fights to come on out. So it's when the team fights came in that blue team were able to just take a dominant position. While they had less strategists, they did have regeneration domain and invulnerability, which when you're against someone like that, Black Panther, can be very rough to deal with. But, of course, those Lokis can get blown up quite quickly by that Ensong Inferno. So it's all about positioning and when you choose to take these fights. And you can see that in these final hits. 7 final hits for Realm. They were just flanking, consistently piling on pressure, but got taken down 8 times. Least amount of times getting taken out in this game is a 4-way tie between TeamCaptain, XD, Vaterka, and LeMio, all only getting taken out twice. Top eliminations. 23 for TeamCaptain. Getting involved with those KOs. Top final hits, though, does go over to YORX, who kept up very nicely, went 10-4. Leo just a little bit behind them, went 7-3. Top damage. Very close. Look how spread out these damage dealers are, actually. We have 2 people on 9. We have 1 person on 9,600, 1 person on 9,500, 2 people on 9,700, but only 1 on 9,900, just 1 short of 10k, and that is XD, who was able to just keep the damage output going. 8 final hits of their own, 21 KOs. They were, of course, also contributing extremely aggressively. When there's only 1 Vanguard, you could really pile that pressure onto JT3, and you see that in their damage block, 22k, but also it means you can put some of that pressure onto other characters, but you can play a little bit more aggressive in these choke points. Top healing. So much healing for everyone here. You can see that the Phoenixes both had quite a little bit of healing here. 662 for Leo. Fezzy, 1,118. Really kept that healing output going. But the top healing is going to be a huge, almost double anyone on the side of the blue team. 18,000 for Vaterka. Putting on an absolute clinic here. LeMio just a little bit behind with 14,000 as well. Doing a fantastic job for keeping the team topped up. And that's it. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to go and see if I can find another replay today so I can get ahead of the game, because I've got quite a few busy days coming up here. But I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any requests for characters, for team-ups, I can try and find them. Again, I'm limited by what is publicly available, but I'll try and find stuff for you if you want me to look for stuff like I did before. Once the leaderboard stabilized a bit, do you want me to look at the #1 ranked insert character here? Let me know in the comments below. Reminder, you can help support the channel by liking the video, commenting, leaving a subscription / ringing that bell, or once again hitting that join button. Sharing the video also helps out quite a lot. For now though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for watching. I have been Tetcher, and I will see you all tomorrow.